Welcome to day 22 of Strong and 75. If you guys have not watched days 1 through 21, please go back and watch them. Like, literally, we talked about collections. We are officially over collections at this point. We actually did our disputes already. Now we're going into late payments, okay? So we're going to talk about late payments for about a week to make sure that we fully understand what's going on with late payments. So please go back and watch them. I don't want you guys to actually just skip the steps. It's steps that you guys have to take. Please go back and watch it. And if you guys have not got your 3-book bundle, hopefully by now, we're talking day 22 at this point, I should have these books fully in stock at this point. So hopefully you guys can actually see that they're in stock. Take full advantage, because I waited so long for this day, y'all. Like, literally, I waited so long for this day that they'll be back in stock. Since they're back in stock, and again, you're probably working ahead because I'm recording these earlier and posting them, but please make sure that you guys actually get your books. And you guys should not be working ahead to the point where you're watching day 22 at this point. This should be technically, if I can think about it for recording purposes, literally, this should be day January 22nd, because we started this January 1st. So y'all should not be watching this until January 22nd. And that's when my book should be fully in stock by, okay? But other than that, you guys, and we're talking 2026, but other than that, you all, today we're going to talk about late payments, okay? Y'all, I told y'all before, late payments and collections, those are the biggest thing, you guys. Late payments going to really hurt your credit score. Don't forget, 35% of your credit score is made up of your payment history. That's late payments, you guys. That's collections. So when you guys get late payments in your credit reports, I think that the late payments, to me, they hurt you more than collections. Now, the only reason why I say that, hear me out, is because when you get a collection, that thing get added in your credit report one time and that's it. Usually when y'all have late payments, every single month they're reporting you late for 6 months. Okay, so you have 6 months worth of late payments. So 30 days late, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, they're charging it off finally. So every single month they're marking you late and your credit score can go down so much. Okay, so if you guys have late payments, first stop the bleeding in terms of make sure that you bring your account back current. If you know in your mind that you're not going to be able to bring your account back current, because we're going to start talking about accounts, then you need to now look at this account as if it's a charge off. We have the right to remove any account from our credit report that have inaccuracies. So even your positive account have inaccuracies on credit reports. I can find them. I can prove that they have inaccuracies. So even these positive accounts that we have where we like, I have errors on here, leave them alone if they're positive. But when you get to the point where it's like, Rickita, I am now 90 days late. I'm 120 days late. I'm not going to pay on this. A lot of people don't be honest with themselves. But if you can be honest with yourself early and start treating it as a charge off, and start working to delete the full account, that's going to help you so much, especially if you know you're not going to pay it, because you just cannot do it. That's when you need to look at it as a charge off. And don't forget, you guys have options to do 6 months of letters. So again, you guys look at it the right way when it comes down to these accounts. So before we get into this, because I want you guys to find all of your accounts that have late payments on it, and you need to come up with a plan. But we're going to start talking about what kind of plan you can come up with. But you need to know, Rickita, this account right here, I'm already 60 days late, 90 days late, 120 days late. I'm not going to be able to catch up, Kita. I'm not going to end up paying them. It's just, it is what it is. Like, we have to be honest with that. You're going to be honest now, or you're going to be honest in 6 months. And you could have already started doing something early. But I have to make sure I let y'all know about that, because when I'm talking about late payments, I'm talking about accounts that's 30 days late, 60 days late, or accounts that probably was once 120 days late. And now we're just removing the late payments off of them. But eventually, they're going to be current. If you know that you're not going to pay it, that thing needs to be considered a charge off. Okay, it needs to be considered a charge off, and I'm just being honest. And you don't necessarily, when I say consider a charge off, you need to actually dispute it and find errors on it and talk about why the account needs to be deleted. We don't need to be talking about remove this late payment, that late payment, because you get another one next month. We need to be talking about actual full deletion of the account. Okay, don't forget, when y'all get these late payments, your credit score can go down 60 to 100 points. I literally had a client that got some late payments from their student loans. You know, late payments from the student loans can really just come out of nowhere. In a sense, y'all should get warnings about this. Y'all should know that y'all need to pay them. But in a sense, they come out of nowhere because they don't start at 30 days late. They start at 90 days late. And their credit scores went down a total of 400 and something points. It went down a lot, okay? So make sure that you guys are staying up on your accounts. The first thing is, if you know we're going to treat them as late payments. I'm not talking about them other accounts I told y'all need to turn to a charge off. For now on, I'm not talking about that no more. You already know that. I kind of talk a lot about that. Y'all should know, okay, Keita, I'm not paying this. Okay, that's the charge off. We're not talking about that account. We're talking about something that's current, that probably got 30 days late, 60 days late on it, or maybe it's 30 days late right now, but you're going to bring it back current, and then now we got to remove the late payments on it, okay? So find those accounts. That's what I want you guys to do today. Just find those accounts. Now, those are the ones that we have to do goodwill letters for. You guys have the goodwill letters inside the course. I have some in there for the student loans. I have some in there just for regular late payments for your account. So you need to actually use those letters and work to remove those late payments from your credit reports. Don't forget, it's goodwill. You basically begging them to remove the late payments. You guys also could have included those in your dispute letters. If you guys have done your dispute letters, you guys could have included those in your dispute letters, asking them to remove the late payments. The credit bureaus can remove late payments just as much as these companies can, but I don't like to ask the credit bureaus, because the credit bureaus, sometimes they be like, we're gonna delete the full account, and that's just not what we want, okay? So I want you guys to find these late payments, and I want you guys to make sure that all of your accounts are on auto pay. We're going to start avoiding late payments going forward. If you guys have not put all of your accounts on auto pay, please put them all on auto pay right now. This is going to be key. So again, make sure all of your accounts are on auto pay so you don't have a problem in the future of having late payments. And you can have auto pay for just the minimum too. It don't have to be on auto pay for the full balance. It can just be the minimum payment. You can go back in and pay your statement balance before the due date, okay, to make sure that you don't be charged any interest, but make sure it's on auto pay, okay? And then again, we're going to talk about requesting a goodwill adjustment tomorrow, and for the next few days we're going to talk about actually removing the late payments from your credit reports. Today I wanted you guys to distinguish the difference between an account that's going to eventually just be a charge off. So we already talked about that. We're not talking about that no more. And if you have not disputed that account as if it's a charge off, I do suggest that you guys send in a dispute letter for that account, especially if you did your last disputes and you put that as a late payment or something. Please go back and put it as a charge off. Do another dispute letter to the credit bureaus and certify as just a straight charge off kind of thing, where you find all of the errors. But I'm pretty sure I told you guys to do that anyway, but just in case you did not, please go back and do that. And I want you guys to list your accounts right now that have late payments, and then going forward we're going to talk about exactly what we're going to do about the late payments. But look at your accounts and see when your late payments are. You can list the dates that they're actually late. So if you was late from June 2025 to November 2025, then you can list that. You could say you were late during that time, but have that listed so when we do the goodwill adjustments. And if you guys have not done your goodwill letters, not your goodwill, but you have not did your dispute letters for your late payments, we can actually do those. But we're going to talk about the goodwill letters tomorrow, okay? But make sure you guys have this done. If you guys need help with your letters, don't forget you guys still have the 6 months of letters available, okay? So that's something that you guys don't necessarily have to pay for. They're free, okay? So guys, definitely make sure that you guys do those 6 months of letters. And again, hopefully my books are in stock. They should be in stock by the time you're supposed to watch this video. Don't skip. I know I've been putting them out early, but I literally just have to, because if I don't, I'm not going to have the stock and I'm not going to be able to put the videos out. So these videos are actually very, very early. You shouldn't be watching this until January 22nd, unless you're really working fast. If you're working fast, then by January 22nd, I hope that I have all of the books available. Make sure you guys get your 3-book bundle while they are available, okay? All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.